I do wonder, like you kind of broke down 92 and all that. Now, like with these guys, like, did you ever imagine that, like, of course, okay, world record would be broken someday, but like that they would get to where they're at now, where we've seen 45, we've seen, these guys hitting 46s like
On the
crazy.
daily. I mean, that's the
Yeah,
norm.
like, did you
I
ever
really
imagine
freak out.
that?
That's the craziness because even when Edwin ran, Edwin and Danny, myself, you've only had a few people racing in the 47-second range. In that
Yeah,
range,
yeah,
you never had collectively three guys that will run under 47 seconds. First and foremost, 48 seconds is
it's
fast. If you
crazy.
have to run 48.5, that's fast. Running 48 flat will get you medal. Wood at a time will get you medals all day, every day. 48, 47, 47 high. You like I said, I ran 47.7. I was good, you know. But the beauty of this is to watch these guys run as fast as they run though. Because they're running a win, which I was like, they just totally took the governor off and then just flooring it. The whole strategy has changed, you
Yeah,
know, running
yeah,
fearless, which is so cool. And they're
yeah.
training that way too. It ain't like they just running. I couldn't imagine what they're doing in their training sessions. I mean, I bust my tail with the quarter miles out with Danny and Steven. I bust my ass every day running behind these 43, 44-second quarter milers as a hurdler. But now you got hurdlers capable of running under 20 seconds in the 200,
Yeah.
10 flat and 10 flat or better in the one.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you got Dos Santos. I mean, I was an anomaly as a person who went 12 strides. Dos Santos goes out there and runs 12 for like five, six hurdles
Yeah,
all the time. All
yeah.
the time.
Which is
And he's still
crazy.
figuring it out. That's the crazy part about these guys. They're running super fast and they're still trying to figure out how to run faster. And the crazy thing is they're figuring it out. I guess it's okay. We train this. I mean, I'm still waiting for Ryan to just go
Mm.
somewhere, whatever his talents take him. Because I know we haven't seen the best of him yet. We've seen his best, but not the best of of what he's doing.
Mm.
And Carson has rewritten the book on the hurdles, a hurdle 400-meter hurdle performances. I would say all three of them have. You run
Yeah.
it when you run consistently under 40. I mean, your season starts up. Oh, I got to run the 47 seconds.
You starting off like that. Like what? Like
Yo, he opened up the season with a 47-2. I'm like, I mean, but you know what? That was so crazy because the breakout year that Carson had in 2021,
yeah.
after he broke my world record when he ran the 70, the 46.70,
Yeah.
I saw him running in Rome. I saw him run. He ran like a 47-2, a 47-3 in Rome. Came back, he went to Monaco, ran another 47-2. I'm like, this dude is running. He was running under 47.4. 47.4 is fast. World Championships was won in 83, I mean 87 in 47, what? 40, 40,
47 4 something. Yeah. Something around there. Yeah.
I mean, all out. Edwin and
Yeah.
Schmidt and Danny, all out. All out. Guy, it was just amazing to see how close he can, just to run all these sub 47 fours. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, man.
And
It's
watching him do it, making crazy mistakes.
that's the
He
thing.
would have, he
Yeah.
would have to run a 47.23 race, a 47.5 race flawlessly when I was running. Flawless. These guys is running as fast as they running. I mean, And not just them. I keep little cards around here all day. This is a card that I have of McMaster's.
Oh my gosh.
I've watched I've watched this kid ran young man ran 47:34, right? He went 13 steps to 7 hurdles and then 14 steps for 8, 9, and 10 and finished the race.
Really?
I watched the race and I'm going, wow.
Wow. And he
He
dropped,
put,
wow.
I mean, just to put a series of 14, I mean, even when Carson, Carson ran 13s, then he went to 15, right? Shuffled that 15 in there real quick, but the
Yeah.
momentum was going. He knew how to shut it down. This kid went 13 and said, okay, now I'm going 14 the rest of the race. And I'm like, that timing is
That's
fast.
wild.
That's getting up to the hurdle and getting back down. So basically, when I look at the race, as I've been able to look at the race, and even coach the race the way I envision it, I said, you have to break it down subtly into the way in which a lot of the coaches give workouts. Athletes do a lot of 250s, they do a lot of 150s all day, every day during the course of the year. 300s, 350s. So if you break the race down from the first hurdle to the 7 hurdle, it's 255 meters. So that's basically 250 out of the blocks to the 7 hurdle. So you're basically running a sub 19 second 150 to the finish line, which athletes do. You see sprinters, they run 16 seconds in the 150,
Yeah. Yeah.
15 and change in the 150. So I've seen athletes, and I can put myself in the same boat, having to repeat 150s in practice and running like 16.5. You got to walk back, run, say 17 seconds. That's just the window. And you're running, legs beat up, but you're getting out, finishing strong, you're running under 18 seconds. Now I'm going, wow. You look at the numbers. If the athlete gets from the blocks to the 7 hurdle in 30 seconds, if he's able to run 17 seconds for the last 150, that's a 47 flat race, right?
Yeah.
It's at 30 seconds. If you get to 30 seconds at the 7 hurdle, you know how many guys are in front of you who's already gotten there at 28 and change? Half the field, practically. So
Yeah.
you got guys, the race isn't as conservative as it was when I ran. I think I got to the hurdle when I set the world record. I look at it because that's the benchmark, right? When I set the world record, I think I got there at 28.9,
Wow.
maybe 29 flat, right? And then these guys are getting to the 7 hurdle under 30 seconds, and that's blowing my
Wow.
mind.
That is wild.
I mean, it used to be a big thing to be in the 4 second range after the 5th hurdle, because
Hmm.
typically you go, 3/8 from the second, third, fourth. If you get to the fourth or the 5th hurdle under like 388, 399, coach is like, you're there. These guys are going 402, 412 at 8, because you fall off after 8. It's like 422, 430, 4.34 seconds in between, and usually after the 10th hurdle, it's 5 and change. And we've seen guys run 507. For that last 40 meters, 522 is fast.
That is
And I
fast.
mean, I've watched guys run shitty first half of the race to come off the 10th hurdle and blaze. I watch guys run really nasty first part, and then I mean, like
It's
like I said,
crazy.
when McMaster ran that, no, he ran 28:44 to the 7th hurdle, and then he ran eight in the
44.
last 14. So he ran 18.9 over the last 3 hurdles, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10, and finished at around 47.3. And mind you, he took what place he took in this race?
Which one was that? Was that Budapest
I think
or
this was I think this was Budapest. I think it was.
when he got the silver behind Karsten? I think
I think it was Budapest. Yeah.
it might have been. That's
I got another
crazy,
card that I get somewhere around. I got stuff all over the place.
man.
But
Because
yeah, man. But
yeah,
still, this is crazy. So now in this world, is it? I keep talking to you forever. The changing dynamics of the sport itself is
Yep.
you got people commenting on you, people telling me, "Oh, you would have got waxed if you raced these guys." I say, "Well, I said I can honestly say this: had those guys been around in '92, I would have whipped their ass, and had I been around
Yep.
in 2020, they would have whipped my ass." So it's it's
Yeah.
quid pro quo right at this point. But the beauty of it is that's just evolution.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a
No
sport.
one saw me coming with my 4678. They didn't see me coming. They say, Edwin's record is probably eventually going to be broken, but we probably won't see it no time soon.
Hmm.
And then when it happens, you go,
Like, whoa.
where did that come from?
Hmm.
I mean, I can honestly say at least I had mine for 29 years.
That.
I literally watched the count. I watched Karan Clement miss the record. I just knew he was going to break it. I thought Angelo was going to break it.
Angela was there. Yeah.
Angelo was the first person I thought was going to break the record. I think we talked about this at one
Yeah,
point.
because he's
And
I think he's probably the fastest like flat runner, right? Who was a hurdler too. Like he had that.
Now you got Quincy Hall.
I know that's
Now
true.
you got
That's
these.
true.
Now you got these. You think about it. You had quarter. I mean, you had quarter hurdlers who would just run quarter hurdlers, and every now and then, I remember Dre stepped out, running a lot of
Mm.
open races, and was kicking everybody's butt. But then I started seeing that when Ashton Eaton got into the hurdles.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He was nasty.
He was real good.
He was hurt. He was putting hurt on intermediate hurdles. And I was like, ooh, and I feel bad for my guys because like, how y'all gonna let a decathlon?
Right?
That's why when I see Carson did what he did, I'm not shocked because Ashton was doing that right
Yeah, beforehand for
Yeah.
years before.
years before. But and then I had to joke with Carson. I said, well, dude, I can imagine you get to just run one race as opposed to doing 9 events. Oh, dude, you don't have to train as a thrower anymore, as a jumper anymore. Dude, you're good. I mean, and I see why you running balls to the wall for the first hurdle. You ain't got nothing to lose.
Nothing.
Nothing. Running intermediates beach training as a decathlon all day. It
All
has to.
day. I could imagine.